All right, today we're going to try something different. Instead of going into the lab, we're going to go into my shop at home because it's the weekend and I have to do fun things on the weekend, not just build crazy astronomical instruments all the time. So what I'm trying to do here is build a guitar. I'm actually trying to build an acoustic guitar, and today I'm going to make the soundboard for it. This is the first acoustic guitar I've ever made. I bought a kit from StewMac that just included a bunch of wood and some crummy well, they're pretty good directions. But I've watched some videos on YouTube, but in general, I really have no idea what I'm doing. So what we're gonna do today is probably a huge mistake. I am going to try to use a vacuum bag on the guitar. So when most people glue the struts onto an acoustic soundboard, they use something called a go-bar deck, which has a top and a bottom and these flexible sticks that push down the various parts to hold everything in place during the glue up. I don't have one of those, and I'm not sure I'm ever building another guitar, so I decided it wasn't worth building one. So what I do have is vacuum bagging supplies. I've done a decent amount of composites work for some other projects in the past. So what I'm going to try to do today is to vacuum bag the entire thing. The problem here is that the glue has like a 5-minute working time, which means that all the glue has to be in place and the vacuum bag secured in like 5 minutes, which seems like impossible. So this is going to be like a pit crew on a Formula One race. The problem is the pit chief has never done it before, and it's probably going to be horrible. So I thought I'd film it because it might be funny. All right, so we'll get started. Okay, so this is the work I've done so far. We've got the soundboard right here. It's sitting on top of this radius board. This is a 28-foot radius that's been machined into this piece of MDF. That's going to set the radius of the top of the soundboard. So then I've got my piece of spruce. This is Adirondack spruce. And then these are the braces that have come with it. These are the main X brace. This is a piece of maple that reinforces the bridge. I've just followed the essentially design specs here, but all these things tuck underneath. And so what my job is going to be I got to like take these braces apart, put glue on them, and then reassemble it all in essentially 5 minutes. Then close up the vacuum bag over here, start the vacuum pump, and suck it all down. And what I'm going to have is my son Max is going to adjust the vacuum, and I'll sit here and try to make sure that these braces go into the right place, which is marked by these pencil lines that are underneath here. Again, 5 minutes is not a lot of time, so this is going to be pretty rough. So as soon as I start moving here, we're going to start the counter for the time here. So I'll do the bridge plate first, then I'll do the X braces, and then I'll do the rest. This is going to be interesting. All right, maybe I can do a little bit and just sit it there so it doesn't dry. We'll see. All right, ready? Here we go. I'm going to try to not use a ton of glue to minimize squeeze out because I don't have a way to clean it up inside the vacuum bag, but I can clean it up afterwards if I need to. Oh, this is going to be rough. This thing's already stuck in place. Oh man. I think we're hosed either way. We just got to move fast. It's possible that we can not do all of this in one go and just do the first round of braces and then vacuum bag and do the second. Because it's these main braces that are the ones that are going to be the most critical, I think, for getting the radius correct in the soundboard. Okay, so that looks good. Oh man, it almost, I'm not even gonna try these. There's no way. Okay, let's try to get the major ones on. Yeah, it's supposed to be warped because that's the radius you see in there. All right, let's try to get these last ones in. We'll see how it goes. Yep, go for it. I see why people use the Go Bar deck. All right, 4 more little ones. I think the problem is if you don't get these totally glued down, there's you'll get buzzing in the guitar, which is not awesome. Okay, this is the last piece that's getting glued right now. All right, everything is in a place. Is it in the right place? That is to be determined. These are supposed to tuck in. Okay, it's not perfect, but it might be good enough. We'll find out. There's a lot of glue right there, which I don't like. So try to very quickly clean up the excess. All right, professional luthiers, I apologize for what I'm doing to your art. All right, let's go. Not yet. That goes in after we close the bag. Okay, now we get this. We need a little knife, but we'll make it. Yep. Okay, it's not much of a hole. Got it in? Now, yep, twist. Okay, now turn this on. it's going to start sucking it down. Now, hold this. Can you hold this like that? Okay, it's coming. Oh, okay, here we go. Don't turn it at all, because I'm getting it in place here. Oh, this is actually working like significantly better than I thought it would. Okay, so we're getting everything in place. Okay, you can now start turning it clockwise. Real slow. Okay, keep going. I might not have enough glue under this side, or it might not be enough pressure. Yeah, keep going. Keep ramping up the pressure. Yeah, we're getting some squeeze out around the edges. Ooh. Okay. You're at 200 now? That's, that's actually fine. Right now we got to check the outside here and check any bad parts of the seal. Yeah, there's going to be hissing at places where there's folds in the vacuum bag. So just press that down. Yep. And kind of squeeze them out. Huh. This one's, the tuckingness is not amazing, but this is down. This is it. Okay. I'm shocked. Okay. Where are we at on vacuum? Okay. I think that's pretty good. You can see how much the vacuum bag leaks if you kink. This hose is pretty hard to kink. Yeah. But would it be a good idea to kink it? No, not a great idea. Okay. The thing is, because this glue cures so fast, we don't. Fast curing? No, it's the normal Titebond. Oh, okay. Titebond 1. All right, we are clearly working here. We can take a closer look. All right, as you can see, as we come down here, we are in place. All the marks are covered. There's a little glue here. We're gonna have to take care of that with a little sandpaper when we're done. But we still have to voice the soundboard, but this looks like it's gonna actually work. I'm kind of stunned. We'll see what happens in about an hour once this glue is finally set up. All right, it's been an hour. The glue should be set up. I'm gonna turn off the pump. We're gonna get in here and see how we did. All right, coming up. Now, look at that. All right, we've released the pressure. Now, usually you have to cut this off. Oh, actually can just pull it. That's nice because we could theoretically reuse this if we need to. All right. It's definitely radius. It's popped up a little bit, so it's not quite as radius as I would have expected it to be. We missed a little bit right here, but overall, you can come take a look. It looks pretty good. Here's the front, here's the back. We're gonna have to go in with some glue. I think what I'll do is I'll use some weights. I'll weight it down so that it tries to conform over time to that, to the shape tonight as it dries. Always good to have some scuba weights hanging around. Okay, but for a first go, that went way better than I expected. So if you guys like this video, well, the next step is taking the guitar body, which I've already done some work here, putting the kerfing in. So I now need to sand a radius on the top and the bottom, and then I guess I have to do the bottom of the guitar, and then the box should be ready to close. So we'll see how that goes. This is mostly a fun project, but you know, if you like this kind of thing, we'll throw it on the channel every once in a while. All right, thanks, and see you later.